If you are a European fan who just landed in New York for the Argentina versus Spain World Cup final, you have already dealt with more than you bargained for. You survived the extreme heat, heard about the security breach at Yankee Stadium 8 miles from MetLife, found out what an ambulance costs in America, and paid $150 for a train ticket to Secaucus Junction. And now you have stepped off your flight and looked up at the sky to find it has turned a deep orange color, with the governor of New York telling everyone to stay indoors. Welcome to the final chapter of the most eventful World Cup trip in living memory. Before we get into it, here is your quiz question. What air quality index level is considered dangerous for the general public? Drop your number in the comments right now because the current air quality index in New York City today, according to the EPA's AirNow tracker, is significantly above that number. And the answer will tell you exactly how serious what is happening right now actually is. So here is what is actually happening today, July 16th, 2026, 3 days before the World Cup final at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. All of New York State, including New York City and parts of New Jersey, are under an air quality advisory confirmed by ABC News, NBC New York, and CBS New York. The air quality index in parts of New York City hit above 230 this evening, a level that health officials classify as very unhealthy for everyone, not just for people with asthma or heart conditions, but for every single person breathing the air outside. New York Governor Kathy Hochul issued a public statement telling residents to stay indoors if they possibly can, to drink plenty of water, and to wear an N95 or a KN95 mask if going outside is unavoidable. New Jersey Governor Mickey Sherrill went further and directed New Jersey Transit and the New Jersey Turnpike Authority to distribute masks to commuters at stations and rest stops along major routes. The cause is 858 active wildfires burning across Canada right now, with 113 of them still completely out of control, according to the Canadian Wildland Fire Information System. Many of those fires are concentrated in northwestern Ontario, and it is smoke from that Ontario wildfire cluster that has traveled more than 1,000 miles south to reach New York City, turning the sky a visible orange color that New Yorkers who remember June 2023 will recognize immediately. That was the last time Canadian wildfire smoke hit the city at this scale, when the AQI peaked at 416, well into the hazardous zone. Today's smoke is not quite at that level, but it is severe enough that health officials are using the same language they used 3 years ago, telling people to stay inside, mask up, and limit outdoor activity as much as possible. Now, here is why this matters specifically for the European fans who are arriving in New York right now, and honestly, this is the part of this story that I think is genuinely fascinating. In Europe, wildfire smoke at this scale simply does not happen. Canada is not a neighbor of any European country. The concept of a neighboring country's forests burning so intensely that the smoke travels 1,000 miles and turns the sky orange in a major city is genuinely outside the lived experience of almost every European visitor currently making their way through JFK and Newark Liberty airports. European fans have dealt with plenty of smoke in their lives, a bonfire, a summer barbecue, maybe some industrial smog in a city, but an air quality index reading of 230 caused by wildfires burning in another country entirely is a completely different category of air quality event. And arriving in New York today and stepping outside to find orange skies and N95 masked strangers on the subway is genuinely disorienting in a way that no travel advisory fully prepares you for. Let us put the timing in context because it is genuinely dramatic. The World Cup final between Argentina and Spain is on July 19th at 3 in the afternoon at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, which is 3 days from right now. Fans taking the Meadowlands rail line from Secaucus Junction are being met with New Jersey Transit mask distribution as they board. The good news is that the forecast is actually improving. NBC New York confirmed that smoke concentrations are expected to trend lower on Friday and Saturday, with showers and storms on Saturday specifically helping to clear smoke particles from the air, so the final itself may well be played under significantly clearer skies than what fans are experiencing arriving today. But the fans who flew the furthest, who paid the most, who waited 4 years for this moment, are spending their first days in New York breathing air that the state government has officially classified as dangerous. And that is just the reality of arriving in America for the World Cup final in July 2026. And here is the thing that makes this story uniquely interesting for this channel. Everything that has happened to European fans at this World Cup, the extreme heat, the stadium security chaos, the medical bills, the wildfire smoke, is a genuine feature of North American reality that simply does not exist in European daily life in the same form. Europe has heat waves, but not Texas heat. Europe has wildfires, but not Ontario wildfire smoke blanketing cities 1,000 miles away. Europe has healthcare costs, but nothing like American medical bills. Every single challenge this tournament has thrown at European visitors has been a genuinely new category of experience for most of them. And yet the overwhelming reaction from the fans who have been here, the ones who discovered Waffle House and tailgating and air conditioning and the Katy Freeway, has been that America delivered something they did not expect and could not have imagined before they came. The wildfire smoke is the last unexpected thing America had left to show them before the final whistle on Sunday. This World Cup has now subjected European fans to extreme heat, pushing 122 degrees on Dallas pavement, a security breach 8 miles from the final venue. World Cup final tickets at $4,185 minimum, no parking at MetLife, a $150 train ride on the Meadowlands rail line, ambulance costs of $1,383, and now Ontario wildfire smoke turning the New York sky orange 3 days before the biggest match in world football. Every single one of those things is a genuine reality of life in America and North America that does not exist in the same form anywhere in Europe. And yet here we are. The fans are still here. The final is still happening. And somehow, against all of that, the verdict from the European fans who came is still overwhelmingly that America surprised them, charmed them, fed them, and showed them something they had never seen before. That is the culture clash story of the 2026 World Cup, and it ends on Sunday when Argentina meets Spain. All right, let us go back to the quiz. What AQE level is considered dangerous for the general public? The answer is 150, confirmed by health officials, CBS New York, and the EPA's AirNow data. An AQI above 150 means the air is unhealthy for everyone, not just sensitive groups. And New York City hit above 230 today, which is not slightly above the danger threshold, but more than 50% above it. And European fans arriving for the World Cup final are breathing it right now. Now I want to hear from you. If you are a European fan in New York right now for the final, what has your experience been arriving into this air quality situation? And if you are American, does it surprise you that Canadian wildfire smoke can reach this level in New York City? Drop it in the comments because this one is genuinely happening as we speak. If you liked this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the final is 3 days away, and we have one more story to tell before it all ends. And always remember, whether you call it football or football, the game always brings us together. I'll see you on the next one.